Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I last posted, but I am back with some more DIY. If you're new here, my name is Romi. Today I want to discuss a little bit of what I've been working on, very vaguely, because I'm hoping to do a little mini series of everything that I am working on. We'll get to that, I think, sometime in the end of the video. Meanwhile, if you can't tell, today we're gonna be doing a little DIY moment with Nike socks. This top I actually didn't make, my boyfriend made for me, but I am going to be making one of these today for my cousin who ordered one. They will be available to buy from me next month, which will tie into the little announcement I'm gonna talk about later. So stay tuned for that. But today I'm gonna do a tube top. This is what it looks like. Let's get right into it. So I have a pack of dry fit Nike socks. These are white because my cousin wanted a white one, but I'm gonna also have black ones up on my website. So this is the pack of 6. These. I'm gonna cut this down the middle here. I cut 4 socks, like individual socks. I cut some straight like this, so that the checks are facing each other, and then I cut some on the front of the socks so the checks are facing against each other. The only problem is now that there's this bulge where the heel would go, so I'm probably gonna need to cut right here and remove it so I can do a seam. You can always add another sock or more socks to fit a bigger size, but they are very, very stretchy because it's a ribbed material, so it can really expand. So we're gonna start off by just sewing 2 of the pieces together, right sides together, obviously. Doing a 1/4 inch seam. Now you got this top right here, and then we're gonna grab more pieces to add to it. Have a 3-panel sock, and we have 1 more tad. So now that the 4 panels are sewn together, this is what they look like. To secure the seams on the inside even more, I'm actually gonna top stitch these seams open on the opposite side. So I'm gonna just do like a tiny 1/8 stitch on each side of the seam already that is existing before I start closing the front and back together. So now I'm joining the front and back in the last seam. So now you got this little tube moment going on, and we just need to do the hem. So I'm gonna fold it in. I'm gonna just fold it in until where it starts at the ribbing, because then it'll get too short. So now we're gonna sew the hem all the way around. This is the finished tube. So I hemmed this twice 2 seams. It's a little frilly when it's on the table, but what happens is that when you wear it, your body stretches this part out, so it straightens out. 2 seams are on the princess line, so let's say this is the front. I'm gonna be doing 2 straps, which would be attached behind these 2 seams. So for the strap, I'm going to be cutting just 1 more sock. I'm gonna be cutting it right here at the dry fit. And then I'm going to cut it right down the middle like I did for the other ones. So now for the straps, I have these 2 pieces. what you're gonna do is right side together. I'm gonna fold this over like this, sort of like a tube, and I'm gonna pin it and sew it about 1/8 to 1/4 inch. Now I'm sewing these two pieces, like I said, about 1/4 inch. So now with these two little tube pieces, you're gonna turn them inside out. I just put these straps here perpendicular to the princess seams, and then I'm gonna stitch here about 1/4 inch or even 1/8, and then along the seam line that's already existed on the socks. Last step is to take the other side of the strap and sew it onto the back of the shirt, exactly the seam that we did in the front, about 1/8 inch, and then also along the seam that's already existing. So that's it for the shirt. This is the final outcome. Has little straps, checks over here, all the way around. So for these, for sizing, how it works is I can always add an extra sock, but they're very, very stretchy. So they usually fit a range of sizes. This one's going out to my cousin, but again, I will be uploading some of these onto my website that I'm working on. That will be available next month. So for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you've seen like me post a few pictures of me reworking things from men's clothing, or just like getting your opinion on what I should do, like a top or dress. But I haven't really given a lot of details as to what I'm doing. If you don't know me, I'm very small, like I'm 5 feet tall, and I often find myself liking clothing from like the men's section in stores rather than the women's section. And so for years, literally since I've probably been like in high school, even before, I would get clothes or t-shirts from the men's section or hoodies, and I would rework them to make them fit me. And then I've always loved like bleaching, adding things to clothing. I had a bleaching little business when I was in high school. So the past few weeks I've been like cooking up a little something for y'all, and I'm doing a reworked clothing business. So my semester is going to be online, and I figured I'm going to be home, and I'm not going back to the city, so I have some extra time in between my classes, and I really wanted to do something that's like a passion project of mine and something I've always wanted to do, but also that I know that people would thoroughly enjoy, and that like could be unique and something that you can't find in stores, because I know I'm always looking for something that's like a little bit unique and different. Like I'd always see a certain branded t-shirt and be like, yo, I wish there was like something added to it, you know? So the past few weeks I've been sourcing clothing, like branded clothing, Adidas, Tommy, Nike, all that stuff, and also upcycling denim that I have, and I'm working on creating really cool pieces for you guys that are different. A lot of them are for men's clothing, and then I'm also making obviously unisex pieces that can be for both men and women, because I don't want to leave anyone out. I'm working on getting a logo and website up and running so I can actually have like a legit website for all the pieces that I'm making. And so all of this I'm hoping will be ready by around September. I just wanted to get like the info out there so you guys can like look into it once I post more, and like look forward to it when I release more information. But I am planning on doing like a little mini series of Nike tops will be sold on the website in different variations. So yeah, make sure to follow my Instagram and subscribe to me. I'll be uploading on YouTube and then posting on my Instagram about the brand I'm working on, so you guys can get some information about when things are coming out, so you can stay up to date. And then also I'll be linking my other account, which will be the brand account. You guys can follow it now if you want, and I think I'll start posting sometime this week. So I hope you guys have a great week, and see you next time.